Hey everybody, Extrasify here. Welcome back to another gold making video and another episode of our series 50 runs. The series where I run a specific dungeon or raid 50 times and save all of the expensive loot and items that I got, show you guys how to do the run itself, and we talk about how much gold I earned after the 50 runs. In today's 50 Runs episode, we are talking about Molten Core mining for Blood of the Mountain, as well as dark iron ore and any nice transmog items. So, if you don't know how to get into the Molten Core, just come inside Blackrock Mountain here in the Burning Steppes and talk to Lothos Riftwalker. Basically, go ahead and talk to him, and then hit this transport me to Molten Core, and now you're inside the raid. So now that we're inside the raid, let's go ahead and talk about how to most efficiently farm for the dark iron nodes. So guys, for a lot of my weekly episodes of 50 runs, we're focusing around transmog and farming for specific gear sets. Well, Molten Core, this is mostly a mining farm, as you guys probably already know that. So we're not really on the look for any specific transmogs here. Obviously, some epic world drops would always be great. You know, something like the Cloudkeeper leg plates or the T-Boo's blazing longsword, worth a absolute ton of gold. So if you get that, then that's amazing, but don't expect to get that. So obviously come here on a miner, because that is what we are mostly looking for. Here is these mining deposits. Also go ahead and target any of these molten destroyers. These molten destroyers have a small chance of dropping an expensive crafting material, the Blood of the Mountain. Only the molten destroyers, the molten giants, do not have a chance to drop that, so I usually just end up skipping those molten giant packs. But basically, obviously this is a raid. Make sure not to kill any of the raid bosses, as that will lock you and you won't be able to reset the dungeon for the remainder of the week. But yeah, it's pretty quick and easy. And if you guys are wondering why I'm on a demon hunter, as I always farm on druids, I actually messed up and accidentally killed one of the bosses when I was on like run 20 or something. So I panicked. I had to mail over the loot that I was keeping thus far, mail it over to my other mining character, which is this demon hunter, and I had to finish the runs on my demon hunter. Demon hunter is definitely a little bit slower than the druid, but thankfully not too bad. You know, it could have been a really slow class, so. But yeah, I have to say, the runs itself took me about 5.5 minutes or so to do. You know, you want to get the most bang for your buck, and you want to make sure not to miss many mining nodes when doing this farm. So that's the run itself. It's not too difficult. Just make sure to go ahead and teleport out of the instance when you're done. Then go ahead and reset and fly back over and rinse and repeat. Real quickly guys, if you enjoy my channel and want to help support the growth of this channel, make sure to like this video, make sure that you're subscribed, and as always, check out the playlist for the 50 Runs episodes to check out previous farms I've done. I upload 3 videos a week, and you guys have really been helping grow the channel as of late, so I'm very, very thankful for each and every one of you. Now with that being said, let's go ahead and hop back into today's video. So guys, now that we are done with the run, let's check out the loot that I decided to keep. Now, keep in mind, you know, we're mostly here for gathering, so the loot is not going to be anything too crazy itself. But I also decided to keep some green transmogs worth like 500 to 1,000 gold, just to kind of supplement the value a little bit and just to highlight a little bit better some items you can expect from here. So let's go ahead and open the inventory. So this is everything I decided to keep with the 50 runs of Molten Core. Nothing too crazy, obviously, but it has some pretty good value. So let's get into the dark iron ore. We got a total of 1,582 dark iron ore. Those are sitting at about 14.5 to 16.5 gold value. Definitely not too bad there. Also, always make sure to check if it's more worthwhile to smelt these into dark iron bars. If you don't have that unlocked, you have to do a quick quest chain in Blackrock Depths in order to learn the dark iron smelting. And they obviously cost 8 dark iron ore per bar. So just take that into account and check your auction house prices to see if it's more worthwhile doing it that way. Then we have the Blood of the Mountains. I only got 14 of these. I was hoping for a bit more. They're sitting at about 1,000 gold. They can go as high as about 1,200 gold. I've seen them before. And these are so nice. The more you get of these, the better. Every time you get one of these from like a destroyer. And on top of that, you also have a pretty small chance to get the Blood of the Mountain from a dark iron deposit. So be on the lookout for those as well. But I usually, on average, I usually get about 2 of these per 10 runs, which would mean that we would have gotten like 20 on average. So only getting 14 was a little upsetting, but nevertheless, still pretty good value there. And then we just got some basic transmog pieces. Got 3 of these Nightshade tunics, worth about 700 gold. Not too bad there. We got a nice imbued shield for about 1,700 on my realm, but about 1,400 region. Got this really nice looking arcane star, about 1,100 gold on my realm, 3,300 gold region wide. That's pretty nice. I also thought it just looked really cool and unique, so I don't know, I might keep that for myself. Then we got a nice arcane robe, 575 on my realm, 3,900 region wide. That's really nice. An elegant tunic. This set is pretty expensive, especially if you get the elegant leggings. 693 on my realm, but about 5 to 6,500 region wide. That's very, very nice there, and a really good sale rate as well. Then we got a hero's breastplate, pretty cheap on my realm, but worth about 1,400 gold region wide. And this random masterwork cape, 700 gold. Definitely nothing to sneeze at there. So unfortunately, we didn't get any rare world drops or anything like that. I was definitely on the lookout for. But nevertheless, not too bad a value here. Let's go ahead and, as always in my 50 runs, just hover over my bag appraiser add-on and we'll see how much value we have in our inventory. So we are sitting at 48,500 gold value in 50 runs of Molten Core. It definitely could have been a lot better. I just wanted to test this farm and see how good it was. Obviously not the greatest, but you know, that's kind of the point of this series, is to kind of put farms to the test and see what value we can get in 50 runs, kind of average out what one can expect when coming over to farm. So yeah, definitely not the greatest farm of all time, but not too bad overall. I mean, I can't complain. So let's go ahead and show you guys how to smelt the dark iron bars and where you can smelt them, because you can only smelt them in one specific place. So let's go ahead and jump over to that area. So you're actually going to want to come into Blackrock Depths, as this is where you can smelt this. Go ahead to this abandoned mole machine and hit just past the Grim Guzzler. Then we are going to want to go ahead and jump down here. Just trust me on this. We have to come down this way. Now, if you're like me and don't have a healing class, this might be a little difficult, but basically we just have to get to this other side over here. So once we get to this other side, there's usually a dark iron deposit over here, so let's go ahead and mine that as well for the fun of it. But then we're going to come over to this little area over here. We're going to get rid of this destroyer, and here we are at the Black Forge. So as we can see in the tooltip, smelting dark iron can only be done at the Black Forge in Blackrock Depths. This is how to get here, and we could go ahead and start smelting this dark iron ore. At the moment, the dark iron bar being smelted is about a 20 gold profit for me. So I'm going to go ahead and smelt all these and we'll check back in with you when I'm all done. So we just finished smelting those 198 dark iron bars, and it actually improved our gold value quite a bit. As you can see, we were at 48,500. We're now at 54,500. So always make sure if the prices on the auction house are better to smelt the dark iron into the bars. And in my opinion, it's usually worthwhile because one, not many people have the smelting unlocked, and on top of it, they are probably just a bit lazy to come on over to the Black Forge. But in my opinion, and in this case here, it may be an extra 6,000 gold. So guys, in my opinion, Molten Core definitely not the number one best farm. Definitely expected a bit better. Obviously, we could have gotten luckier with the Blood of the Mountains amount that we got, but overall, not too bad. Hope you guys give this farm a try. If you do, let me know in the comments below any nice items that you guys acquire. Thank you all for the support. As always, the channel has been growing so fast, and I am just very, very glad. You guys are amazing. So thanks very much for all the love and support. With that being said, guys, good luck with your auction house sales, and I'll see you guys in the next gold making video.